Hello, sir. Can we start?
Yeah, please.
Be thankful for what you have. You will end up having more. Good evening, everyone. I, Pooja Gorai, host for the day, want to extend a warm greeting to all of you present here. On behalf of all SEMS family, I welcome you all for today's webinar on attitude for gratitude. So I see a quite number of people joining us. Before I proceed, let me take a brief moment for the introduction of my organization. SEMS Welfare Foundation is a non-for-profit entity established to work in areas of education, social welfare, women empowerment, social development, entrepreneurship, women empowerment, skill development, livelihood generation, and etc. SEMS Group has conducted various international conferences, seminar, webinar, and workshop in emerging technologies in various parts of India and has an active network of about 3,000 plus engineer, manager, researcher, etc. As discussed earlier, the topic for today's webinar is attitude of gratitude. So without any further ado, I would like to give my heartiest welcome to our guest speaker, Colonel Sanjeev Siroi. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. He is an economics graduate from Delhi University. He has joined Indian Military Academy in 1975 and served the nation for 35 years and retired as a colonel in 2009. In last 11 years, he has interacted with more than 2,000 students and has helped them in craving their success path by developing their soft skill and employability skills. In last couple of years, Colonel Sanjeev Siroi has partnered with prestigious CBSE schools in NCR to speak with adolescents, promoting life skills and helping them in identifying their identities and conducted teachers' motivation and training workshop. To embark on his professional voyage with excellence, he has attended soft skill trainer course from Institute of Image Consulting, Business Institute, New Delhi. He worked as senior trainer for personality development with Winning Mantra, Noida. Worked as director HR in Institute of Hotel Management, conduct coaching classes for SSB, deliver motivational talk on Heroes Quest program telecasted by First Bite TV, a news channel in Meerut. He wrote articles in Time Plus and Daily World, delivered a talk on Josh Talk. He is on the panel of experts on SICO and app for clarifying doubts of students. He is conducting HSP classes for Adda 247 Gurugram. So I thank you, sir, for taking out your time for today's webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Pooja. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We will start with something which is very, very important, but it is totally unassuming. And what we will talk today, if you follow that, then your success is guaranteed. Your journey to success will be that much easier. So with that as a background, we start off with the presentation. The talk for today is attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If you aren't grateful for what you already have, what makes you think you will be happy with more? Ladies and gentlemen, the whole process of mental adjustment and mental attunement can be summed up in one word, that is gratitude. Gratitude is one thing which is totally unassuming, but let me tell you, it is very, very important. It is normally people don't give that much importance to it, but let me tell you, if you give importance to this, then your journey, whether in your life, whether in your work, whether in your social life, will be that much easier. Firstly, you must believe that there is one intelligent substance from which all things happen. You can call it God, you can call it universe, you can call it intelligence, Allah, Guru, whatever you want to give the name. But there is one intelligent substance from all things, whatever is happening in the universe, it happens from that intelligent substance. That is number one. You have to believe that. Number two, you have to believe that this substance gives you everything you desire. Whatever you have in life today is all because of that intelligent substance, that universe that God is giving you. And lastly, you must relate yourself to this substance by feeling of deep and profound gratitude. That is the key mantra. You must understand what most of us are doing is what we do if we face any obstacles, if we are having any problems in life, what we do, we start praying. Now let me become slightly spiritual. I suggest to you that instead of praying and asking God for something which you want, you should be grateful for what you already have. And once you are grateful to what you already have, that I can assure you, things will start moving in the direction which you want them to move. Many people who have got ordered their life beautifully, they are very honest, they are very dedicated, they are very hardworking, but they are living in a poverty. Why? What has happened to them? They are living in poverty because they have got disconnected with that intelligent substance which I was talking about. Once they have received anything, after that they have cut off themselves from that intelligent substance. You must understand, and it is easier to understand, that nearer you are to the wealth, the more wealthy you become. And same is true, nearer you are to that God or to the intelligent substance or to the universe, the more you get whatever you want. The more grateful you fix your mind on supreme, and when good things come to you, the more good things will come to you. And they will come more rapidly, because the reason is very simple. When you are grateful, you are in closer touch with the universe. Now, other thing which also I want you to understand is that whatever happens in this world, it is following some laws. There are some rules, there are some principles. As you know, the Newton's third law of motion, which says that every action and reaction is equal and they are in opposite direction. Now, if we take the gratitude in this, what if you are grateful or you are thankful to the Almighty, to the intelligent substance which I was talking about, then that energy of yours, that force of yours moves toward the God. And once it moves toward the God, the same force comes back to you in terms of whatever things you want in life, they come back to you and they come very fast. So let us see what is gratitude. I'll be covering my talk under the following heads: what is gratitude, types of gratitude, what is an attitude of gratitude, why an attitude of gratitude is important, how gratitude supports our success journey, why gratitude is great, and lastly, how to grow attitude of gratitude. And I want you to pay special attention that how should we grow attitude of gratitude if we want to be successful in life. Now, what is gratitude? Gratitude comes when we appreciate what we have. And let me add to it, even if we don't have, we should still be grateful for whatever we have. But normally what happens is we focus more on what we don't have than we focus on what we have. So my suggestion to you is focus on what you have. It is the quality of being thankful and acknowledge the good in our life. So it is that quality which is thankful for acknowledging whatever good are there in our life. But it is actually a little more complex than that, because there are three different types of gratitude. So far, I was also under the impression that there is only one type of a gratitude, but after going through the lot of literature, I have realized that there are three types of gratitude, and you must understand these three types of gratitude, because if you understand them, then only you will be able to change your mindset towards attitude of gratitude. First is the most obvious type, the emotion we feel when someone has done something nice for us that make us appreciate other people. If you are standing in a queue for something and somebody tells you, okay, you please go and sit down, I'll get it for you, then you are bound to be grateful to that person. So that is you get emotionally involved for what other person has done to you. This is one type of gratitude. The second type of gratitude is a personality trait. That is, we are born with that. And this type of gratitude prompts us actively seek out positives in life and making us grateful person. So this is personality trait, either we have or we don't have. Now, third type, which is very, very important for us to know, is that is the gratitude is a mindset that we can develop and practice in order to secure the benefits that gratitude offer in our pursuit of success. This is called attitude of gratitude. So what it simply means is that first is it is emotional state if somebody has done something good for you. Second is the personality trait which you are born or you are not born. And third, if you are not born with this personality trait, you can develop this attitude by changing your mindset and by practicing, and you have got attitude of gratitude. So what is attitude of gratitude? An attitude of gratitude means creating a conscious mindset and a habit. That means you have to create a habit to express thankfulness and be grateful for every aspect of your life. I'll repeat, for every aspect of your life, both the things that are going well and the things that aren't going well. So that is the difference between attitude of gratitude and gratitude as itself. So you have to be thankful for those things also which are not going as per your plan. Developing an attitude of gratitude requires a mindset shift to make it a daily habit to be grateful for and thankful for everything you appreciate in life. So it is a mindset shift. Third, having attitude of gratitude means you operate from place of abundance rather than scarcity. What we normally do is we are always worried that we have got less of money, we have got less of resources, we have got less of clothing, I have got only one car, others have got two cars. We are always thinking about scarcity. But let me tell you, gratitude is not about scarcity, it is about abundance. So we have to change our mindset towards abundance. When you have an attitude of gratitude, you focus on expanding the positives in your life. All the positive things which you have, they expand rather than dwelling on negatives. So that is what the attitude of gratitude is, that you must focus on the positives and forget about the negatives. Now let us see why an attitude of gratitude is important. Having an attitude of gratitude is important because it shifts your focus from yourself to appreciating someone else for something else. That means your focus shifts from you to other people, to other things. When you develop an attitude of gratitude, you feel happier and more positive. Very, very important. If you want to become a positive personality, then you have to have attitude of gratitude. Not only you will become positive, you will become happy. Gratitude increases compassion and self-care. You look after yourself, and not only you look after yourself, you look after others. It also makes you grateful for the people and the things that matter. All those people who matters in your life, all those things that matters in your life, they become very, very important. This mindset reduces your stress level, overwhelm, and frustration. That means your stress level is reduced or it is totally abolished. When you have gratitude mindset, you focus on the limitless opportunities available in business and life because you already appreciate what you have. And when you are grateful, you choose to focus on the positive things rather than on negatives. And last is gratitude mindset helps you appreciate and express gratitude for what you have. Very, very important. Gratitude reduces negative thoughts and feelings. Gratitude makes you feel thankful for what you have rather than what you are wanting. So it is very, very important to have attitude of gratitude. Now let us see if it is so important, how does it help us in our journey to become successful? Let me tell you, out of all the factors, all the principles which people talk about to become successful, to me, the most important is attitude of gratitude. Now, how does it help us in becoming successful? Firstly, gratitude dissolves all manners of seemingly negative situations. Now, let me tell you, it is very, very important. Whenever you face any obstacle, whenever you face any setbacks in life, whenever you feel that you have come to a dead end and there is nothing you can do, just do one thing. Start being thankful, start being grateful to the Almighty. And let me tell you, when you start feeling grateful and thankful to the Almighty for whatever is happening to you in life, or whatever positive things in your life you have, let me tell you, the universe will issue you a free pass. It will give you a free pass, and once you get a free pass, all the obstacles, they will vanish, or you will be able to find a solution to the problem which you are facing. Just try it. I am telling you, it is 100% a very, very successful mantra. Whenever you are stuck up with anything, instead of praying, just start being grateful to the God, and your problems will go away. Number two, our sense of belonging intensifies. When we are thankful for the people around us, our sense of belonging intensifies. The feeling literally put us closer to the people we spend time with. Gratitude is a key element in creating and sustaining great social relations because of two reasons. Okay, when we have circle of friends, we have more fun, we get more done, we feel and are stronger, and we really do celebrate the power of our us. So when we are grateful, it helps us spot when other people have done things for our benefits. It is easier to spot all those people who have done something good for us. Number two, it also motivates us to do more for others and reinforces the idea that looking out for other people has a positive effect on our relationship. So if we are grateful, we are motivated to do something for other people. That's why our relationship, it intensifies, and it is one of the ingredients to become successful. Number three, our sense of belonging increase. Gratitude increases our sense of belonging because when we are grateful, we have a grateful disposition. We notice more kindness and lean towards reciprocating even if we don't want to do that. That is known as interpersonal complementarity. It simply means that when we naturally follow the social cues of others, we try to help others even when we don't want to help. It is some sort of a reciprocating. And when we are reciprocating with good things in life to others, similarly other people will reciprocate and do something good for us. Gratitude creates a spiral of support to others. It has been seen that it not only it helps in connecting with other people, we tend to reciprocate upwards. That means we try to benefit others and creating a spiral of support. That is known as upstream reciprocity. And it was exemplified by in a study in California University, where they said that if you maintain a journal, gratitude journal, for 3 weeks, not only did they become better connected with their friends, they also became more socially engaged, getting involved in volunteering or donating their time to others. So when you are grateful, it is not only tit for tat, it is also you have a outlook to help others. Gratitude is incredibly beneficial in our closest of relationship. Now let me give you an example. Whenever there is a married people, when they talk of divorce, they have got only two reasons of getting divorce. First is that either the partner is not feeling loved or is not being appreciated. Now, this problem can be fixed in a long-term relationship. If we are grateful to our partner, if we appreciate what our partner is doing for us, then let me assure you, and you can try also, that if we are appreciating what our partner is doing, the partner will also reciprocate. It cannot happen that you are doing so many things for your partner and your partner is not appreciating. If this can also be proved by a Losado ratio. Now, what is a Losado ratio? You divide the number of positive gestures in each interaction with number of negative gestures. Now, when I talk about positive gestures, it means support, encouragement, appreciation. So you divide your positive gesture by negative gestures, and negative gestures are sarcasm, disapproval, and cynicism. If your Losado ratio is less than 1 or less than 1, then your relationship is on the rocks. But if the Losado ratio is about 5 and above, that means with every 5 positive gesture, there is only 1 negative gesture, then your long-term relationship will carry on. There is no question of divorce. There is no question of leaving a job. There is no question of leaving a mentor, because all the relationships are dependent on the Losado ratio. Next is gratitude has positive effect on our well-being. Very, very important. Happy people tend to attract others toward them, and well-being increases with gratitude because it makes us feel better connected and more aware of our accomplishments. When we are grateful, we tend to see things in a rose-tinted glasses. We see the world as more hospitable and friendlier, and we perform much better in whatever sphere we wish to. That is the another advantage of being a grateful. If you are grateful, your well-being is being looked after. And if your well-being is looked after, then you are more positive. If you are more positive, then you are moving more closer to the success journey. Next is gratitude increases our life satisfaction. A study in 2004 found gratitude to be in the top 3 of 24 personality strengths that affects life satisfaction, and suggested that it can explain about 18.5% of the difference in people's happiness. That means that if you are grateful, then you will be 18.5% more than other people, and it is a hell of a ratio. So you will be satisfied in life. Next very important thing is gratitude affects how we think about our past. Normally what we think is that we think that our memory is fixed. We think that if we have got negative experience, it will stay negative throughout the life. But let me tell you, if you have this attitude of gratitude and you start seeing things from that perspective, you will realize that things which you were thinking as negative will start converting themselves into positive. For example, suppose in during COVID, you have lost a job that was the very bad experience of yours. But maybe after some time, after some struggle, you have got a better job. So now if you look back, you will feel that the job which I lost, I think it was good for me because I have got a better job. So attitude of gratitude helps you in seeing your past in more positive manner. Gratitude significantly reduces our negative feelings. Now let me tell you, a study was carried out and it has demonstrated that gratitude helps us deal better with negative states like stress and depression because when we have a grateful outlook, we tend to use more helpful mechanisms. Like we might seek out social support to feel less alone. When we are stressed or depressed, we would like to stay alone. We don't want to meet people. But if we have attitude of gratitude, then we will go all out and ask for a social support. Or we will get a different perspective from the people with whom we interact. And we'll feel better equipped to cope with our worries. Very important. So all the negative feeling which we were building up and which has led to the depression and stress will all be abolished if we follow attitude of gratitude. Next is gratitude improves our sleep. Very important. If we, before going to sleep, you thank God for all the things, if not all, at least 2-3 things which you have in life, let me tell you, it will help you on 2 accounts. Firstly, you will be able to sleep fast. The time between you have lied down on the bed to sleep and you go to sleep will be considerably reduced because all the negative talks which you have before going to the bed will be removed. And secondly, you will sleep longer. And when you sleep longer and you sleep fast, automatically your health will improve. Gratitude improves our physical health. There is no doubt on that. Because if we have seen that with our sleep, good sleep, with our positive feelings and support from other people, it improves our physical health. We visit doctor less, have lower blood pressure and lower risk of mental health problems. Because why it happens is because there is a parasympathetic nervous system in our brain. I'll repeat, there is a parasympathetic nervous system in brain which keeps us calm and composed. When we are grateful, that parasympathetic system gets activated. And when it gets activated, it reduces the stress level, helping our body to function very effectively. Gratitude improves our self-esteem for 2 reasons. Let me see this slide. Yeah, this we have already covered. Now it improves our self-esteem. How? Gratitude brings deeper relationship that we have already covered, as a result of which we feel more secure and more supported. And more secure and supported you feel, your self-esteem automatically goes up. Secondly, when we focus on what we have, we can't focus on what we don't have. Because our brain can only tackle one emotion at a time. It can't be that we are happy and sad at the same time. We are energetic and in low energy at the same time. So when we are grateful, our focus is on positives and negative things are not there. As a result, our self-esteem goes up. Gratitude also helps us feel more optimistic. A study has found that keeping a weekly gratitude journal made individuals between 5 and 15% more optimistic. So if you are grateful, you will be more optimistic. This happens because gratitude is about focusing on the good in life. And when we feel good where we are more likely to see good in our future also. So gratitude leads to optimism. Gratitude is an effective control on envy. What happens is when we see our neighbor, then we see our colleague, and we see that he has got a better thing than us, then we are jealous. We are envious of that person. But when we are grateful, we focus on what we have and we don't focus on what we don't have. As a result, that competition, that envy goes away. In studies of students, gratitude has been found to increase academic engagement and improve exam result. If we teach our students, if we teach our children to be more grateful in life for whatever they have, they will improve in their examination and they will be more engaged in their academics. Gratitude has a positive effect on performance within organization. Very, very important. If within organization, when we all are working, if we are grateful to each other, it improves our interaction with our colleagues. It builds a stronger connection. It improves the well-being of the company. So far, we were talking about well-being of an individual, but it improves the well-being of the company also. And the staff feels very, very committed when they realize that they are being looked after by their seniors. And last is gratitude helps the organization externally. As you all know, it is very expensive to get a new customer than to retain the old customer. So if your customers feel gratitude towards the company or towards the brand, then that customer becomes a loyalist. I'll give you an example. There was a lady, when she got newly married, she had a red top. In washing machine and using a particular brand of washing powder, she put the white shirt of her husband also with the same lot of cloth. When the washing was over, that shirt became pink. This lady sent that shirt to that company and asked them that this is your washing powder which has created this problem with the shirt of my husband. Not only that company fixed the problem of the shirt, they gave the new shirt, they also paid for the postage charges which the lady has incurred. Now that lady became grateful to that company, and till her last, she was buying the same brand of washing powder. So by company doing a one good thing, by replacing the shirt, they made the loyal customer. So if all the companies, they make sure and they try to make sure that their customers are grateful to them for something, then they can build up a loyal customer rank. So this was all about how the attitude of gratitude helps you in becoming successful in life. Now, briefly, I'll discuss 2-3 things why I say, and from beginning I am saying, that attitude of a gratitude is a very, very great idea. And why it is a great idea, now let me tell you. First is gratitude is so powerful that it helps us to balance our biases. Now let me tell you, very, very interesting thing. Our brains have been found to give 3 times more weightage to the bad experiences than the good one. And for the reason is, good reason, because we want to stay safe. With our brain alert to danger, we can react more quickly to avoid threats. So that is why we give more weightage to our bad experiences. And not only we give more weightage to the bad experiences, we remember the bad experiences for a longer period of time. And that is because our brain has been wired in such a manner that all the threats, all the fear are always in front of us so that we stay safe. but it has got a negative connotation. When we are always remembering the bad experiences of our life, we have got negativity biased. So what we have to do, we have to brighten our thoughts. And with this, we can use by using the attitude of gratitude, so that with this attitude of gratitude, we will be able to perceive the situation in more positive way. And we call this reframing. And reframing help us in coping mechanism. We build more positive thoughts. We increase on the benefits we have in life and reduce negative emotions. Now, for example, I'll tell you, a student, if he has not done well in the examination, now if the student doesn't have attitude of gratitude, what will happen? He will get angry, he will berate himself, and he may go and get drunk. But on the other hand, if there is another student who is a grateful, who has got grateful attitude or attitude of gratefulness, then that student will see this failure as a chance to improve. And what will happen is he will go to his friends, ask for their help, and he will ask them to tell him how he should be able to study so that he does better next time in the examination. So that is how the gratefulness or attitude of gratitude help us in changing our thoughts, which are generally negative, to positive ones. The second is gratitude help us to broaden our approaches to life. Now that simply means that while negative emotions are narrow, our positive emotions stretch our perspective and give us opportunities to create more solution. And we see in all the setbacks, we try to find out the opportunities. And every adversity has got an opportunity. So if we have attitude of gratitude, then whenever we face a failure, instead of focusing on the negative aspect of that, we will focus on the positive aspect. For example, if somebody starts doing exercise, now he will start thinking, if he doesn't have an attitude of gratitude, he will start thinking that firstly, I will not be able to do. Secondly, even if I do, people will laugh at me. But if you have attitude of gratitude, what will happen is that you will not see all these negative things. What you will see is that my body is functioning well when I am exercising. As a result, he will start exercising more, and then he will not be worried about what people will think about it. So that is how from negativity, he has moved toward the positivity. And third thing, which is very, very good idea to have attitude of gratitude is, gratitude is great because it helps us make connection with others. When we are having attitude of gratitude, we are able to solve all our negative conflicts, our potential rejections. We feel more valued. We are ready to push closer to get intimacy, which in turn enhances our social relationship and allows us to function very, very effectively. When this idea was tested by friends, and it was found out that with attitude of gratitude, their friendship intensifies. Now, we have discussed so far what are the advantages, how it helps us. Now, let us see, if it is so important, then what should we do to develop this attitude of gratitude? First is writing a gratitude list. It is very, very simple, very, very effective. Now, each day, you should write down few things for which you are grateful. And one effective way is to write every day 3 good things in your life for which you are grateful. As soon as you do that, this increases happiness and reduces level of depression. Studies have shown these benefits last many months after you have written down. It is particularly good activity before you go to bed because it quietens your brain and calm sleep-sapping rumination. Even if you don't feel like writing it, just try to think about it. And there was a study which was carried out in 2009, 2007, and it was title was Counting Your Blessing. And it was found that even once a week, you make it a habit that once a week, I will try to remember all those things for which I should be grateful. And let me tell you, by mere thinking about those things for which you are grateful, the people who have got hypertension, their blood pressure comes down. So this is one way of developing attitude of gratitude by writing down every day. Number two is practice grateful contemplation. Now, what is grateful contemplation? Whenever you are doing something tricky or something boring, start thinking about all the good things in your life. And when you start thinking all good things about your life, your focus increases, you become more positive, and you start reflecting on your lives. And when you start reflecting on positives of your life, you will realize that your attitude of gratitude will increase. Number two, contemplate how things might have been. This is very, very simple exercise. Just imagine that whatever good things you have in life, if those things were not there, what your life would have been. And you will realize that how much good you have in your life once you start thinking that if you didn't have all those things which you are having now. This technique is known as mental subtraction. That you start subtracting all the good things from your life, and then you realize how fortunate you are, how lucky you are, how happy you are that you have got so many things in your life. So that is another way to develop attitude of gratitude. Third thing is write 2 cards for yourself. One card should start with I am glad dash dash dash, and second card should be I am thankful dash dash dash. Now keep these 2 cards at a place where you can see them very often. And whenever you see them, for example, first card, I am glad. I am glad dash dash dash. What do you write? I am glad that today is a sunshine and I am sitting in a sun and feeling very good. Number 2, I am thankful. Dash dash dash, instead of dash dash, you can always say, I am very thankful to my wife who has provided me a good cup of coffee. If you start contemplating your life in such a way, I can assure you within 1 week, you will find a difference in your life, not only in your life, in your workplace, in your social gatherings, in your house. The third thing is make gratitude a habit. Now, how do you make it a habit? By writing a gratitude journal. Start writing a gratitude journal, and it will, after some time, it will become a habit. And when it becomes a habit, there will be a lot of advantages to it. In 2003 study titled Counting Your Blessing versus Burdens, it was found that keeping a gratitude journal lead to 16% fewer physical symptoms, 19% more time exercising, 10% less pain, and 8% more sleep by just writing gratitude journal. You get all these advantages. And you can, once you make it a habit, you will develop attitude of gratitude. Another thing is gratitude visits, although it is very, very unorthodox method, and in today's world, people don't have time to do that. But let me tell you, it is very, very simple thing. If you feel that there is some person in your life who has done something good for you, visit him. Visit him once in a while and go and appreciate what he has done for you. Let me tell you, it will be a game changer. You will not only, you will be making life good for that person whom you have visited, it will improve your life. Your self-esteem will go up. It will skyrocket. Try that. Just go and visit someone who has done something for you. One study found that gratitude visits helped reduce depressive symptoms of sufferer up to 35%. That means by mere visiting a person who has done something good for you, your depressive symptoms will go down 35%. While another study found that happiness of people who made visit rose 10% in the short term and were higher even month later. So visiting gratitude visits are very, very important. Now we will briefly touch these other factors which I am talking about, which you can practice. Measure your positive progress. Whenever you make progress in your life, whether in your academics, whether in your work, whether in your social relationship, or in any sphere of your life, whatever progress you make, just start acknowledging those progress. And once you start acknowledging those progress, start being thankful for that progress. Start being grateful for that progress. And let me assure you, you will develop attitude of gratitude. Start your day with gratitude. How do you do that? Like in winters here in India, if you get up in the morning and you see a bright sunshine, then start thanking God for giving you a sunshine. That will develop your attitude. When you meet any person, after he is gone, just write down 3 things good about that person instead of focusing on negative things about that person. And let me assure you, your attitude of gratitude will increase. Express gratitude for the people that matter most. Your parents, your siblings, your teachers, your coaches, your mentors. Start expressing your gratitude for those people because those people are doing a lot for you. You may not realize it, but you will only realize when those people have gone from your life. So before it is too late, start appreciating them. And once you start appreciating, your attitude of gratitude goes up. Adopt an intentional mindset. Intentional mindset, make it your intention every day to appreciate, to feel grateful, to be thankful. Be intentional. In the morning, get up and think, okay, today I will tell 10 people that how thankful I am to them. Surround yourself with gratitude mindset focused people. Very, very important. Like if you want to be positive in life, if you want to become a positive personality, you should surround yourself with positive personality people. Same goes with attitude of gratitude. If you want to develop attitude of gratitude, please get surrounded by those types of people and not those people who are ungrateful. Take ownership of your present. If you take ownership of your present, if you take responsibility for what you are today, then let me tell you, you will be very, very grateful and very thankful because you will be acknowledging all the things what is happening here. So you become grateful. Commit to gratitude practice. Keep on practicing gratitude. Lastly, I'll talk about gratitude in business. So far, I have been talking about gratitude as an individual. In a business, frame feedback with gratitude. Normally, what happens is whenever the manager or senior person he asks for a feedback, he's more interested in the figures, he's more interested in how much sale has been done, what all production activity has gone into. But try to start taking feedback on people doing good to each other. Once you start taking feedback and people start realizing that our goodness is also being paid attention to by the managers and the senior people, you will realize that the atmosphere, the environment in the organization will improve. People will start realizing that people are thankful, people are grateful for doing good in life. So you must, as a manager, as senior people, start, instead of taking feedback on other things, start taking the, I will call it soft feedback. Start taking soft feedback on people who are good to work with, people who are doing good to other people. Start taking feedback. And then lastly, create appreciation program. Now, appreciation program means these can be effective in building gratitude within an organization. When people go above and beyond to help others, are rewarded, it creates a cycle of gratitude and more appreciative environment. So when those people who have done something good for others are rewarded, it creates a cycle of gratitude. Then everybody tries to do good to others. The acknowledgement that their actions have been noticed ensures that they do not feel taken for granted. That is very, very important. Most of the people, they don't do good because they think that people will take it for granted. But if we start acknowledging, if we start appreciating, then automatically we will start feeling attitude of gratitude in the organization. Public recognition boosts their positive feelings. Now, public recognition, how can you do it? Some companies, they have started giving prize or rewarding the employees who have done something good for others. Other companies, they in their newsletter, they print the name of the person who has done good to others. That recognition boosts the feeling, positive feeling in the organization. And lastly, seeing that these meaningful elements are recognized encourages others to increase their engagement too. If one person does that and the other person sees that this person is being rewarded, this person is being appreciated, then he also start doing it. And that the snowballing effect takes place. In the last, I end with this quote: do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. So here I come to an end of my talk. If there are any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer those.
Thank you so much, sir, for this informative and incredible session. I request all the participants, if you have any doubt, please write it in the chat box. So the first question is difference between positive and negative gratitude.
There is no negative gratitude. Gratitude is always positive. Gratitude can never be negative gratitude. If it is a gratitude, then it cannot be negative. It has always to be positive. But if someone is trying to show gratitude and he is trying to be negative about it, then it is not a gratitude. He is just telling lie. He is not truthful to himself, not to the other person. So there is no negative gratitude. Gratitude is always positive. Like in the beginning, I said that gratitude is one thing which gets you connected to the Almighty.
So the next question is, even after performing gratitude of attitude, there are some situations which we feel low in life. It can be due to failing an exam or not performing well in work or relationship problem. How can we be grateful or perform gratitude of attitude at that time?
Look, I have told you in the beginning, I don't know whether you joined that time or not. I had to say that one thing which is very, very important is whether you have failed in exam, you have there has been some problem at your workplace, or there is some other problem. There is some disturbance from someone whose mic is on. I request you to please mute it for some time. Yeah, thank you. Look, I said that I'm not saying that always if you have attitude of gratitude, then your life will be very, very smooth. There will be no problems in life. I have not said that. No one can say that. There is nothing which can dictate, okay, you do this and after that your life is totally first class, there is nothing wrong in that. It can never happen. There is no mantra in this world. Life is ups and downs. But what I am trying to bring out is that instead of feeling low, whenever things are not going as per your plan or as per your desire, then and when you feel that you have reached a dead end, you can't see any light, there is total darkness. Then instead of praying, instead of asking God to give you whatever you want in life at that moment, instead of doing that, start being grateful to the Almighty for what all you have. It cannot be that you don't have anything. You will have so many things for which you should be grateful. Normally, what happens is whenever we get anything, and after that, we get disconnected from that intelligence substance or intelligence universe or whatever you can call it. And as a result, when we get disconnected, then whatever is coming from that side, it stops coming. And then we are stuck. So whenever you feel that there is a failure, the things are not moving, then you must have attitude of gratitude. Don't start cursing God. Don't start cursing everyone. Just start being more grateful. And I can assure you, all those problems which you were facing, they will go away. Maybe not immediately, but in near future.
Thank you, sir. So the next question is gratitude about giving credit to others for our achievement?
Look, gratitude is not that. Although being from the armed forces, I always believe that if you're a team leader and your team has done well, then you must give credit to your team. My simple formula is credit is yours, blame is mine. So you must follow that. But attitude of gratitude is not that. Attitude of gratitude is that if someone has done something good for you, then you must be very, very grateful and thankful to that person. And more grateful and thankful to you, to that person you are not only getting connected or intensifying your relationship with that person, you will start interacting with other person in a more positive manner. And as a result of that, you will get connected to the Almighty. And if that person is not reciprocating your appreciation, then that that God, that Almighty who's sitting on the top or wherever he is sitting, he will help you out.
Okay, sir. The next question is subtraction of self-centeredness in life, then our life is full of gratitude?
Sorry, please come again.
Yes, sir. Is subtraction of self-centeredness in life, then our life is full of gratitude? Like subtracting the
Absolutely.
then
Absolutely. Absolutely. As I said, that what is gratitude? It is transferring your focus, your attention toward others, people, toward other things instead of you. That is attitude. You start focusing on others instead of focusing on yourself. Yeah.
So one more question, like when we are showing gratitude to some people, we are not getting the same response from other side. So what is your opinion on that?
My opinion is that your job is to show appreciation. Your job is to show gratitude. Your job is to be thankful. If the other person is not reciprocating, that is his problem. But if you start thinking that I am saying so and so, I am saying thank you to him, and he is not acknowledging it also, then I should change my attitude of gratitude. No. You do what is right for you, and that right for you is to show attitude of gratitude. If that person is not responding in the same way, then that is his problem, not yours. Forget it.
Thank you so much, sir, for acknowledging all the questions. So with this, I request all the participants to fill the feedback form. It has been shared in the chat box. I would like to propose heartiest vote of thanks to you for praising today's webinar. Your presence and wise word help us magnify in the best possible way. I hope all the participants learn a lot from this webinar. Thank you so for giving us your valuable time. I feel very delighted to be a part of today's webinar. So now I request all the participants, please open your cam for a snapshot. I repeat, please open your cam for a snapshot. Is it done, Anand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. A good event never ends in the world. They only take a pause and keep us waiting for the next. All good things eventually end, and I consider everyone as fortunate enough that they become a part of today's webinar. Thank you so much, everyone, for cooperating with us. Thank you for joining. Have a good day, everyone.